Good morning. Happy Saturday. Okay, before we get started, let me just say my voice is a little crazy. Um, Mini Me, first of all, welcome everyone and good morning. Mini Me, my daughter, is on the step team. And Thursday, they performed at our state fair. And then Friday, they were at our football game yesterday. So, needless to say, Proud Mama was screaming and chanting and singing. So, now my voice is a little, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. That's just the voice of a good time. So, welcome everybody. Welcome to the Saturday Live. Just bear with me. It'll be okay. Thank you all so much for being here. If you haven't already, you already know the drill. Please answer that question of the day. Sorry, my phone's going off. Answer that question of the day. Today we are talking about debt. That's the dramatic pause. Does your debt control you or do you control your debt? That's what we're going to talk about today. Today's live. We're going to do a quiz. It's going to be chill. We're just going to talk about debt. This quiz, there's no right or wrong answers. We're just going to discuss it. And I also want to point out to everyone before we get started, there was a link in my description box for my Buy Me a Coffee page. If you so wish, you can do it now or after the live. I've created a worksheet with everything we're going to discuss today. I don't know if Anissa Thomas is in the chat yet, but she is one of my members and she messaged me and she has such a great idea that why don't you come up with worksheets when you do your lives so people can follow along or take it back to with them and do whatever they so please. So I just thought that was a great idea. So shout out to Anissa for suggesting that. So I'm going to attempt that today. So while you guys are getting settled in, let me see if I can show you guys really quick. I'm going to share my screen. Again, you can click the link in my description box for my Buy Me a Coffee, or I will show you the Buy Me a Coffee page here. This is it right here. If you go to buymeacoffee.com / Chris BJB, and then when you get on Chris BJB, you can click on shop. When you go to it, it's going to go to the home page here. And then you can come and click on shop. And then when you click on shop, you'll see the debt quiz right here. And when I tell you guys I have freebies and stuff on my Buy Me a Coffee page or list, savings challenges and things like that, this is what I'm referring to. But if you want to print off that debt quiz, this is it here. And when you print it off, let's see, where do I have it? It's going to look like this, a worksheet. Or you can just keep it up to follow along. We're going to do 10 questions today. But for each question, you can kind of highlight what you've learned, your takeaway, and an action step you're going to review. So I hope you like that. Please give me your feedback if you do. Now, let me get into the comments. I wanted to get all of that said before we get started, so that if you wanted to grab the worksheet to follow along, you can. But again, you can grab it afterwards and you can complete it afterwards. There's no rush. All right. So, what is the question of the day? And let's see. I thought I saw it in here. Here it is right here. Question of the day. What's the very first debt you'd celebrate paying off and why that one? So, once you're, pay off a debt, what's the first debt you would celebrate paying it off? Or if you've already paid one off, which debt was it and why did you celebrate that one? What was so special about that debt? Put that in the comment section. And before I go any further, shout out to my replay gang. Thank you so much for coming back and watching the replay. All right, with that being said, enough talking. Let's get into the comments. Hey, Desi, good morning. Chris, the only debt I celebrated was paying off the Altima. I thought I would be car payment free for years. I was for about 2 years, and then boom, totaled car and a new car. I think that now don't get me started on conspiracy theories, because I do believe in conspiracy theories. I think car places do this on purpose. That's how it always happens. You pay your car off, then you get in an accident. Of course, they're going to say it's totaled because they don't want to deal with it. Then you got to go out and get a new car. I felt that one. It happens all the time. All the time. Good morning. Come on in. Put in that question of the day. Taxes. I just hate owing taxes. Ooh, that was a good one. That is definitely a good one. All right, let's see. Hey, Lucille, good morning. I would celebrate paying off my car note because I would have more money to put in my savings and emergency fund. That's the truth. Let's see. Desi says, wait, how did I read the question of the day wrong? I had a whole story going. I would jump for joy and scream to the rooftop. My lungs hurt, paying off their car note. Okay. She said, y'all, shout out to Desi right here. I Desiree Wealth. Make sure you guys are following her. She said she had a whole story going. Hi, Glenda. Paying off my truck. Okay, so everybody would celebrate and jump for joy, hoop and holler if they paid off the car notes, is what I'm getting. Paying off my truck. I always have had a car payment, and paying it off allowed me to be debt free. It's such a nice feeling to not have a car note. It's one of the best feelings. You don't know what to do with yourself. Hey, Janelle. First debt was a credit card during the pandemic. I did it because I was tired of paying so much interest. So I did highest amount and highest interest rate. Nice. Okay. Question of the day, current debt. I would celebrate paying off care credit because I have 0% interest on it before I have to start paying on interest. Yeah. That's a good way to look at it. Those cards that you have 0% interest before the interest kicks in. Some of them kick in after a year of having it. Then you, like the rest of us, you're paying that high interest. So that's a good way to think of it. All right. Yes. Thank you guys for the reminder. Saturday, put in your hashtag Saturday Lives. For today's giveaway, I'm doing 2 giveaways, and they will both be for a $25 gift card or Venmo, whichever you so choose. I wanted to just say thank you today. Just thank you guys for joining my lives, watching my videos. For those of you who may not be aware, I do Saturday morning live, Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central. You guys are all here, but I also drop videos, budgeting videos every Sunday at 2 p.m. Central. And tomorrow's video is going to be a cash stuffing video of my YouTube paycheck. And I will be cash stuffing $750, you guys. I'm just so over the moon. I'm so ecstatic. I look at, I can't even talk. I just wouldn't have those checks if it wasn't for you guys watching the ads. I know you guys, get the ads in the live. I appreciate you toughing through it. The super thanks, my members. So I just want to say thank you so much. So in honor of that, today's giveaway, which we always do at the end of the giveaway, if you so choose to participate, will be for two winners, a $25 gift card or Venmo each. Okay. My way to say thank you guys for all of your support. So putting your hashtag Saturday Lives, we'll do that at the end of the live. All right. Question of the day. Hey, Demetrius, I paid off my Honda Accord and felt a sense of relief that the car debt was gone. I paid off a Belk credit and never looked back. Oh, y'all got Belk? I love Belk. I don't shop in there as much, but let me tell you something. Belk, you guys didn't ask me this, but every year Belk does like a charity event. Comment down below if you know what I'm talking about. It's usually around November, I think, and you pay a $5 ticket. And you can go in. Shopping starts at 5 a.m, really early, and you just get exclusive discounts. And man, the shoe sales be crazy. I'm sorry, Demetra said Belk, and it just brought that memory back. I had to share that. Oh, I love that sale. Hi Myra. Student loan, because it's the only debt I have besides my mortgage. All right, let's go student loan. Myra be doing some backflips on that one. Oh, thank you. Look, Ashley set an alarm so she didn't miss it this time. That's right. And set your reminders. If you guys are first subscribe to the channel, set the reminder so you'll receive the notifications, and then set your alarm like Ashley did. Okay. All right. Let's see. My Chase card, because the amount overwhelms me. Honestly, yes. I felt that one. Good morning. I will celebrate every debt I pay off. I paid off 1 of 4 so far. Okay. But the one I am currently working on, I will celebrate the most because it's the highest balance and the highest interest. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Good morning. Good morning. I would celebrate paying off my last credit card because I finally would be out of debt. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Good morning. Now, as you guys come in, don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you so much. You may have to leave the chat in order to hit the like button, but just take a second. We'll still be here. I greatly appreciate it. As I tell you guys, the more likes, the more shares, YouTube will push our lives out to everyone, because my ultimate goal is I want to get more people in here, spreading the knowledge, spreading this community. Okay. All right. So like I said, today We are talking about debt. We're going to take a quiz. It's not a right or wrong answer quiz. This is just a quiz about life to see what your outlook on what it is about debt, and is debt controlling you, or are you controlling your debt? Okay, so I want to go ahead and get started. So my hope is we can get through this entire quiz, but if not, like I mentioned, let me share my screen again. If you guys click on my Buy Me a Coffee page, it is in the description box below. You can download the quiz here. So if you want to pull it up or download it or print it, you can come back to it after the live. But the quiz is here, all the questions and any notes you want to take. Okay. All right. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to pull up the first question of this quiz. And the first one relates to, wait, I ain't got my glasses on. Let's wonder why I couldn't see. The first question relates to emotional connection. Okay. Now, everybody put a number 1 in the chat as you answer this question. When you think about your debt, or if you're debt free, when you used to have debt, what did you feel the most? Was it stress, shame, motivation, or determination? So I'll let that sit up there for a minute. When you think about your debt, which one of these words describe your debt? Okay. Is it stress, shame, motivation, or determination? Drop that in the comment section below. And let me get back to the comments here while we talk about that. Like I said, this quiz is not a right or wrong answer quiz. This is just a reflection. We're going to talk about debt, and we're going to see at the end if it controls us or if we control it. Okay. All right. Good morning, guys. I see somebody saying hi to Cindy. Welcome, welcome. All right. So go ahead and put your answers in the chat below, and let's talk about it. I'm sorry. This group chat is blowing me up. Sorry. All right. Ross says, paying off an old Chase Visa because they had enslaved me enough. Oh, it was them enslaving you. Okay. However you want to think about it. She said she finally paid it off. The very first day I celebrated was paying off my second car note because I was able to pay off 2 car notes in less than 3 years. Listen, what I'm getting is, out of all of the debt, paying off those cars is the one we having a party about. That's what everyone is saying in this comment section. Who knew car notes had such a hold on us? You know, that we're like, woo, once that's done, because they do get you with those. They do get you. They do get you. All right, let me scroll down here, continue answering those questions of the day, and let me get down here and see if I can find our number 1. Hey, Dolores, let's see what Dolores says. Dolores says, I control my debt. I know what I need to pay for that bill, and any money left over, I put in my envelopes. There you go, Dolores. That's what it's all about. Any rollover money, any extra money, what are you doing with it, right? Good. Hey, Nikki, look, my first car loan, I did it all on my own. Let's go. All right, let me look for some number ones. What does debt make you feel? Let me get down here, you guys. Oh, sorry, I got to get through. Let me just click this right here and see if I see any number ones. Here we go. Sorry, there was a lot of comments in there, so bear with me. Okay, let's see. I think we're starting here. Stress. Hey, Ricky. Determination. Determination. Stress. Stress. All of the above. Stress. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Hey, Erica. Stress, and determination. It's possible to feel both. It stresses you out, but you're also determined to get out of it. Shame, Cindy, I feel you on this one. The shame of it all. How did I get here? How is this getting out of control? Why did I allow this to happen? Oh, shame is my number 1 too. Yes. Stress and shame, but determined. See, that's the whole point. You can be stressed, you can feel shamed, but for how long? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, how long we feeling stressed and shame? We got to put a time frame on it, because listen, what I want you to understand is it's okay to feel shame and the voice. Sorry, did you hear it correct? Bear with me. I got to calm down. It's okay to feel stress and shame, but we can only feel it. I'm gonna give you a good no longer than a month. But we talking about years later, you still feeling it? It's time to come on. We got to do something about it. You understand what I'm saying? So it's okay to feel these things. That's natural emotions. But it can't go on forever. It's the point. Ooh, caps. When Wendy put that in caps, she mean it. Yes. Let's go. Stress because I don't make money like before. Oh, that's a good one. Mm, that is a good one. That's added on to the stress. You got your debt, and then you got a situation where you don't make the same money as you did before. So now here's that extra stress. Oh my gosh. You got to talk this out. So if you guys have the worksheet, if you were able to print it off, or if you have not been able to print it off, please, after the live, print it off, save it, put it in your journals, put it in your planners, write down how it makes you feel, write down your takeaways, because that's the most important thing. We got to talk through this stuff. Okay. We got to talk through it. Yeah. Shame, but also disappointed. Yeah. That's a good one. Determination. I am on a path to pay off my last credit card. Let's go. Let's go. I used to feel stress and shame before I had a plan, but now I feel motivated and determined to pay it all off and become debt free. And listen, everyone listen. I know that we have that determination, that motivation. We're going to pay it all off. We're going to do all the things. Don't let that stress you out either. You can be motivated and determined, but don't let that stress you out, trying to get it all done in 30 days or something. Plan it out. Plan it out, and it has to make sense. Okay? All right. So, you guys see what we're doing here today? So, now, as we discuss these things, I'm going to throw up a takeaway I want you all to think about after each one of these questions. Okay? So, this is the first takeaway. Everyone, remember, debt is more emotional than numbers. Debt is not just about the numbers, like, oh, I owe this much. Oh, no, it's about the emotion. How do we control that emotion we're going through? Identifying your feelings is step one to taking back control. So if your debt is controlling you, you have got to identify those feelings. You've got to sit down and just be real with yourself, why you are the way you are and how you can change things around before you can start taking control. Okay? All right. Let me know how you feel about that. Drop your comments in the comment section. And I hope you guys are enjoying this. So let's get to our question number 2. Here we go. Here's your second question. This is our daily impact. Has debt ever stopped you from doing something small, like saying yes to dinner, going out with your friends, or buying your kids something they need it, right away? Like your kid needs something, but because of debt and you got to pay it, you can't even get something for your kid, or your friends are going to lunch, you can't even join them. Put in the comment section a number 2 next to your answer. Has debt just ever stopped you from being able to do something so small? We're not even talking about a vacation or anything like that. We're talking about something small like going to lunch. Put that in the comment section. This is question number 2. Okay. And then while you guys are doing that, let me get back to the comment section to you. Let me see what we got here. Oh, let's see what Andrea says. Andrea said, question of the day: paid off my husband's truck and my car, then put that money towards our credit card. Them cars, man, I'm gonna tell you. Monique says, I celebrate paying off my student loan debt because child. But wait a minute, look at the emoji. Look at the emoji. Because child, I'm telling you. I'm trying to tell you. All right, let's see if you guys are let's see what Ollie says. Yes, Lord, relax and get a budget, ladies, planning for the future without shame and stress. Got to. It's the only way you can stay focused, right? All right, let's get down to number 2. Let me see what you guys are saying to number 2. Has this ever happened to you before, that debt has taken over where you couldn't even do small plans? Sadly, yes. We all know. No, even if it stresses me, we all deserve a little self-attention. This is so true. Yes, all the time, right? Yes, Lord. Yes. Yes, going out for a friend's birthday. Woo! Anybody gonna start crying at the end of this live? Because let me tell you something. This is what we're doing today. We're reflecting, we're thinking. You have to do these things in order to face what the real problem is. And sometimes it's hard to take a look within. You know what I'm saying? We ignore it. That's why the debt keeps piling up and people keep calling and you keep doing these things. It's not because it's impossible. We won't take a look at ourselves. So please, you may need some tissue because, honey, it makes you think. Let's see. Yes, didn't have the extra money. That's a horrible feeling. Isn't that a horrible feeling? Christina says yes. Kelly says no. No, I have sinking funds now. Uh-huh. Yes, I miss my monthly lunch with the girls. Oh my God. And see, we can't let it do that to us. I know exactly what you mean. When I was going through it, me and my girls would take monthly girls trips. We would take monthly girls trips, not monthly, yearly girls trips. And at one point, I couldn't go because I didn't have the money. And we were just going to the beach, nothing expensive. But it's things like that. And it just takes, oh my God. I'm telling you, I might be the one that needs some tissue. Yes, getting extra food for me or the kids after family is out of food budget. Yes. I tell you one thing, it's hard. It's hard. Now, fix my glasses. It's hard to tell your kids no, right? But, but this is where you got to learn to get creative. Because kids, when you build those memories as they grow up, get creative. They don't care. They don't care about all that stuff that we're thinking, that we're putting all that pressure on us. You make it creative and fun, and that is the memory they're going to remember. Just saying. Let's see, where are we? Yes. Yes, it used to happen all the time, and because of habit, I sometimes still do. That's true talk. That's true talk. Because of that situation, I may have it now, but because of habit, I still don't do anything. That was real. Yes, debt has robbed me of so many life's small pleasures. Mm-hmm. My God, that was a good one. Yes, if I truly didn't have the cash. Uh-huh. Just tune in. Hey, Jillian, welcome. Sometimes. No, I try to keep a balance, debt, fun, and save. Listen to this, a balance. Debt, fun, save. Who is that? Very joyful. All right. If I put that on a t-shirt, I'll give you 10%. Okay. Can we agree on that? If I put that on a t-shirt, I'm just saying, we'll talk about it afterwards. Debt, fun, save. Sums it up. I love it. All right. So takeaway for this question, because we're going to do takeaways. If you guys are just joining me, I have a quiz worksheet. It's a free download on my Buy Me a Coffee page. The link is in the description. If you want to take down notes, shout out to my member, Anissa Thomas. I don't know if she's on here. She suggested this for me, and I just thought it was such a great suggestion. You can take notes. You can write down anything that you're feeling based on these questions. You can come back to it afterwards, but that's what we're doing today. So here's our takeaway for number 2. Debt sneaks into daily decisions, not just big purchases. Okay? That's how we know it's controlling more than money. So what that means is we think debt is because we had to buy something. We had to get a new car. You know, my car got totaled, so I had to get another car. I got to, buy this. I got to get that. It's not just about the monetary things. It sneaks into those daily decisions. I can't go have lunch with my friends. I can't do this with my kids. I can't buy myself a new pair of shoes. It sneaks into those small daily decisions, and we got to make sure we take care of it so it doesn't. Okay? All right. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I am trying to whiz through this quiz because I really do want us to touch on all of these if we have a chance to. But again, if not, just print out that worksheet. All the questions are on the worksheet. Here's number 3. All right. The first swipe. Do you remember the very first time you used a credit card or took out a loan? What did you buy? And would you make the same decision today? Now, that's a little hefty question. So if you want to just answer one or the other for the sake of time, or both. But do you remember the first time you used your credit card? I remember the first time I got credit cards when I was in college. Now, I don't know if you guys remember. I don't even know if they still do this, but they had the little college fairs and they had the credit card people come out and they had their little tables and they just had their sign up here. Remember that? If those of you who remember had the sign up, it was on a clipboard. Just sign up here, this is back in the day. Don't tell you nothing about it. Don't educate you about it. I never had a credit card. I mean, my parents had credit cards, but I never owned one. And I just signed my life away. Golly. Teach your kids young, people. Teach your kids young. All right. So put a number 3. Do you remember that? And what did you buy? And would you buy it again today? Put a number 3 next to your answer. And while you guys are doing that, don't forget to put your hashtag Saturday Lives in the chat. Today, I am doing a giveaway for 2 winners to win a $25 gift card or Venmo or whatever, PayPal or whatever it is. Not PayPal. Venmo or Cash App or something like that, or a gift card. In honor of my YouTube paycheck, I will be cash stuffing $750. You guys, I'm just so grateful. Without you all, I wouldn't be able to get those checks, and they mean a lot to me. And they're small now, and I'm just gonna keep working and getting them bigger and bigger. So because of you all, I have those checks. So I want to give back today. So that's what the live is going to be about. All other winners, your gifts are coming. I got to send my Froggy challenges that I just got and the budgeting books. They're all coming this week. Okay. All right. So let's see. That was question number 3, right? All right. Let me get down here. Oh, I see some 3s. Okay. Let me start from the top and see. Okay. Yes. Okay. I remember it. I was in my early 30s and I'm sure I bought a bunch of stuff I didn't need. Oh, yeah. It's been so long to remember. Yes, but I can't remember what it was for. Car loan. Yes, I would do it again. Had to have a car. Had to have a car. I got that college credit card and headed straight to the mall. LaFrida, was we shopping together? My mom flipped out, but I enjoyed all the new clothes until the bill came. Was we at the mall together? My God, today. Oh, my goodness. That's crazy. Let's see. Planning for 2026 vacation. Always use credit cards wisely, no stress added. That's good. That's good. Listen, it doesn't always have to be a negative experience. That's good if you have positive experience. Yes, I love to hear that too. The first credit card I had was with Care Credit, and it's because I needed some dental work done. I never paid a dime in interest, but the dentist that I went to, I should have had a second and third opinion, maybe. Dang it. Let's see. So long ago, but probably bought a Beatles. That's Cindy. Cindy, you done bought a Beatles album with your buddy. I love it. I love that. Can't remember. I was in college with my first credit card, went into horrible debt and the most ridiculous purchases. Oh my God. The first loan was for a car and I don't regret it. Yeah, because we need transportation. Now, hear me out. Here's the difference. If young kids, if you're watching this, and I shouldn't say kids, young adults, if you're watching this, yes, a car loan is necessary. We need transportation. That's a part of life. That's an investment, if you will. You think of it that way. Now, what type of car you're getting is the bad choice. Now, if you know you can't afford this brand new shiny BMW, then you need to come back over here and get you a whatever you can afford. That's the difference. So yes, you can get a car loan, but what car are you getting? Well, what's that them young kids drive today? I don't know. I hear them talk about it on the TikTok. What's it, the Maybachs and all of that stuff? That's not even the one I'm thinking about. It's something else they say. I don't even know the language. But you don't need that. You get yourself over here and get you a good Honda Civic. You hear what I'm saying to you? That's the difference. All right? Something reliable. That's all I'm saying. You gotta have a car. You gotta have a car. But what type of cars you getting? Yes, I bought a pair of some designer high heel strap sandals. Where we going? For over $200. Don't have them anymore. I would not do that now. I don't know. What kind of sandals? I gotta see them sandals. Because them sound like they was bad. You thought you was showing out with those sandals. I already know. I bought a car jack because I needed to be able to change the tire for my car. My first large purchase. No, Consuela. Yeah, that's a good purchase. We should all have that. Like, I need to buy a generator. I need a generator. That's home ownership purchases right there. But when you know the area you live in and we have tornado season and we always losing power, I need a generator. I just have not done it yet. Let's see who else is in here. In the 80s, was getting cars left and right. Department stores. I went crazy, but I did pay on them until I didn't have a job. But I got another one quickly to pay them off. I was responsible. Good deal. Let's see who I haven't heard from. Hey, Kathy. Yes, to be honest, I can't remember, so obviously it wasn't important. And no, I wouldn't do it again. I heard that. Yes, plane tickets to get to college. My parents said they would pay it off. They never did. Ooh, ouch. Did you have to pay those off? Let's see. Took out a loan to buy a car. Yeah, that's no problem. First credit cards when I was in college. It sounds like we all were living that experience. I maxed it out and couldn't pay the $23 minimum because I didn't have a job. This is so true. Is that Myra? This is so true. See, when you sign up for those credit cards, you ain't got no job. I have no job either. I don't even understand how they were able to give those credit cards to us. We have no job. And then the bill comes in. It's like, huh? Oh my God. I could laugh about that now, but it's horrible. Hey, Kara. All right. So let me see who have not heard from. I remember Sycamore clothing store. I wouldn't do it again because a family member, I let a family member use it and started a debt that wasn't all mine. Ooh. Ooh. Not Nancy saying Montgomery Ward. Y'all remember Montgomery Ward? That was the store. I'm sorry. I had a flashback. Y'all remember Montgomery Ward? Lord have mercy. All right. So let's get into that was number 3. Let's do number 3's takeaway. Okay. Takeaway number 3. Here we go. Our money story often starts young. Reflecting on where it began helps us change the outcome. Okay. So think about it. Usually our problems with debt started when we were young. Okay. Like some of us said, didn't even have a job to pay those bills, letting other people borrow our cards and all of these things, vacations, airline tickets. Most of that history starts when we're young, but you have to be able to reflect on it to change that outcome. Because if you're still living that way that you were when you're young and still, digging in debt and all of that stuff, you gotta just kind of look at yourself and see, how did it happen? How did I get where I was and how can I change it? Okay. That is takeaway number 3. All right. Let's keep going. If you guys are enjoying the live, please make sure you're hitting that like button. And I'm going to get into, I think we're in number 4. We're probably not going to get through all these. All right. Small wins. Put a number 4 next to this answer. What's the smallest debt you ever paid off? And how did it feel compared to the bigger debt? Like, did you feel good about it? Or did you feel like, oh, why did I waste time on paying off that small debt? Or was the best feeling in the world and motivated you? So what's the smallest debt you've ever paid off? And how did it feel compared to bigger debt? Okay. So put a number 4 next to that answer. And then while you're doing that, let me see what some of these. Oh, somebody said, I love JCPenney. Lord, I love JCPenney too. My God, today, JCPenney, they're trying to close JCPenney's. You want to know why I love JCPenney? My great grandmother, rest in peace, and this is probably going to be me with all my nieces and nephews and their kids. My great grandmother, Eloise was her name. She would take all of us kids back to school shopping. And she would always take us to JCPenney. And she used her JCPenney card. Look, back then, JCPenney seemed like highfalutin, And I never forget, she bought me this red coat. I will never forget this coat because that was style at school. She would always do that. That's why I always have a love for pennies, because she always used her card. So that's probably going to be me when I get older and my nieces and nephews have kids. Lord, today. Okay, now we are on number 4. What's the smallest debt you've ever paid off? Let's see what we got here. 150 smallest equals progress higher equals achievement. Amen. Gas card and maybe $10. Okay. Look at everybody still. I love JCPenney. Look at Dolores. I love Dolores for shopping at JCPenney. Let's see. I just paid off a $200 does that say Affirm? And it felt good, but I feel like paying my bigger debt will feel better because it would take a lot of hard work. Let me say something about that. I know because bigger feels like more work. But do you know, honestly, how much work it is to pay off that small debt? The reason I say that, not amount. Remember, debt is not about numbers, it's about the emotion. Do you know how easy it is to just say, whatever, that little $200, I'll get you that later? That's what happens, and people ignore it. I ain't got time for that. They ask me for their little funky $200, but that's what happens. So that $200, that takes just as much work to pay off as those larger bills. Don't forget that, because a lot of people will overlook the small amounts. Okay, let's see. Where are we? Affirm. Okay, y'all like Affirm. New mattress, $800. Felt great. I bet that did. Oh, and you got a new mattress. That's nice. It was probably my travel trailer, and it felt great. Shell gas car. Look at this. Our JC Penney has been closed. I miss it so much. We take pennies for granted when they close them down. They've closed ours in the malls here, but in the outlets, they still have them. Look, JC Penney was one of my cars. We love us some pennies, don't we? Let's see. $160. Retail store credit cards. Felt good to know that I'll have funds to go towards something else. Oh my God, I felt so good to pay off my Dillard's card. Do y'all have Dillard's? I love Dillard's. Shoe department. My weakness is shoes and boots. And Dillard's, if you all love Dillard's, you know, has the best shoe department ever. The best. Okay. I'm sorry. I got lost. I'm sorry, but woo, I love me some Dillard's. Okay, here we go. 1K student loan. The biggest loan was 4,673. Nice, hey Lana. I had paid off multiple credit cards and keep falling back into the pit, but I was happy when I didn't have to worry about it. I know that's right. Look, JC Penney card. Who knew we all love JC Penney so much? It was a relief being able to complete a purchase from a fancy store. So rewarding. Ain't that the truth? Who knew that we love pennies? So we all got pennies in common. Lowest limit was $300. $100 or $1,000. Either way, I was stupid and paid what they wanted, not extra or paying it all. Now, use card once a month, pay the next bill when it. Oh, so now you use it and you pay them bills off. The pit is right. The credit card pit. I'm going to make a challenge about that. The pit. I don't know, Minnie, but let us know when you get that challenge made, girl, because that seemed interesting. The smallest debt I paid off was my Klarna account for $150. It felt great because I realized that I could have saved up and paid. Oh my God. Y'all, we had a live about installment pays and Klarna and all of those things. It's time to have another live about it because, it felt great because I realized I could have saved up and just paid for it outright. Using those services is not a bad thing. It's a modern day layaway. You all remember layaway? That's not a bad thing at all. It's how many you accumulate. That's when it becomes troublesome. That's when it's just another fancy way of building debt. Because now when all of those payments come in, now it's like, whoa, the $600? Wait a minute, I gotta pay $600. See, it feels good at the time when you're doing all of them till it's time to pay them all at once. We'll talk about it. We need to do that live again. Okay. I still have a pay. I knew Dolores still had a pennies card. All right, let's see who we got here. Paid off my $100 loan to one of my brothers. It felt good that I was not a deadbeat relative, and I put $10. Okay, I'm glad you said this. This counts. Borrowing money from family members or friends, and you pay it off. Ain't that the best feeling in the world? Oh my God, I'll never forget. I had to go to my friends and ask to borrow some money to help pay my rent. Oh my God. I still to this day remember how the shame I felt of even going to ask them. but I felt so good when I was able to take them the money back, and I gave them a little something extra, and they didn't want it, but it just made me feel better. That was a good one, Laura. Oh my God. Yeah, we're not gonna get through all these today. Okay. These are so good. Maybe we'll finish the live when we come back. We'll get through them all. Just a reminder, you guys, while we're doing this live, no live next Saturday. It's the last Saturday of the month. It's Labor Day weekend. No, not Labor. Yeah, Labor Day weekend. So no live next Saturday. I don't know what I'm doing, but no live next Saturday. Also, for those of you who were signed up for my Zoom class today, I had to cancel it today. My apologies, but there is too much going on. Between me and my child, there's too much going on. But we will reschedule it for next month. I think what I'll do is make next month's just longer so we can discuss the topic. So my apologies for canceling that. And then also, you guys, I launched my fall products. They are in my shop. So if you get a chance, go ahead and check out my website and you'll see it all out there. And thank you for supporting. I've already sold out my 52-week reverse challenge, so more to come on those. So thank you guys so much. But go ahead and put your hashtag Saturday Live in so we can get ready to queue up the giveaway, because I do not think we're going to get through all of these today. Hey, Marie, what she say about JCPenney? My mom still has her JCPenney card. My auntie Nan, do y'all have Children's Place? My auntie Nan still has her Children's Place card. Meanwhile, she just goes around again buying for all the kids, all the young kids, because you could only shop at Children's Place probably until the kids get about 10 or something. But she probably got $1 million on that dang on Children's Place card. She's had it for I don't know how many years. It's crazy. All right, let's get into quiz question number 5. And I don't know how much longer we'll get. We'll probably have to pick this up later. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Let me find number 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. Put a number 5 next to your answer here. Oh, wait. Hold on. Before I do this, sorry, I didn't do the takeaway for number 4. Here's the takeaway for number 4. Even paying off $200 can feel like a massive win. Small wins build momentum. So for those of you, you paid off $150, you paid off $200, $300, whatever it is, that small win will, just motivate you to keep going. You paid that off. Now, what's the next one? Oh my God. So that's takeaway number 4. Don't forget about those small wins. They're very helpful. Same thing with your savings challenges. Small wins will help motivate you. Okay, now let's get into question number 5. Here we go. Here, the sneaky costs. If you had to guess how much interest have you paid in the past year on your debt? So if you had to guess, how much interest do you think you've paid over the past year? Not the percentage, but just in dollars. How much do you think you've paid? Put a number 5 next to that answer. And while you guys are doing that, let me check the giveaway tool. Oh, we got 68 entries. Good deal. So do not forget to put in your hashtag Saturday Live. We're going to be pulling the giveaway tool here shortly. And then once again, while you guys are answering that, I just want to share with you, if you were not here, this is my debt quiz worksheet. It is on my Buy Me a Coffee page. If you want to go out and download it, it has all of the questions we are discussing today, but it's just like a little journal. You can put it in your journal or your planners. It talks about the question we talked about today, and then you can go in and talk about, key highlights, what you learned from the live, your personal takeaway, and any action steps that you plan on taking. So it is a free download on my Buy Me a Coffee shop. Once you get here, the link is in the description box. Just come here and click debt quiz worksheet, and you can print it out there for free. Okay. And then also, while I have you guys here is my website for my fall launch. Come out here, take a look. Here's most of my new items that's in the shop. So if you want to support, the link for that is in the description box as well. All right. So let's get to question number 5, and let's see if you guys have put a number 5 next to your answers here so I can find it. Also, while I'm doing this, we're doing 2 giveaways today. So if you want to participate, you can, but go ahead and put your hashtag Saturday Live in so you don't get missed. Smallest debt was my store credit cards. I had 4 of them. Service merchandise. Why does that store sound familiar? Service merchandise. Oh, that sounds familiar. JC. Oh, Sears. Come on. I forgot. My glasses are so crooked. I forgot all about Sears. Y'all are bringing back memories today. It felt so good to pay them off. Yeah. Oh, somebody said Kmart. Hold on. Yes, I love Kmart. Listen. Oh, y'all, I grew up in Kmart. K I am a child of Kmart. My mama kept me in Kmart. Like, y'all don't even understand. Such a child of Kmart. And did any of y'all have the Kmart that had the Little Caesars pizza in there? Man, we had a day. We would make a day going to Kmart getting pizza. I'm telling you, when I tell you, if you can't afford to do things for your kids because of the debt, just think about creating memories. My mom would do that. She would take me to Kmart. We have pizza at Little Caesars and sit down and eat it and just look around. The best memories. The best memories. Okay, let's find number 5 here. Oh, my goal was to get through all these, but that's okay. We can finish this. Let's see. 555. Here we go. Here's another 5. None. 6 years debt free. All right. Give it up for Lana. That's a great accomplishment. Children's place was great when my kids were younger. Yes. All right. Let's see. Do I see number 5? Okay. $500 in interest. If you had to think about it. Oh, I don't want to think about it. Okay. That's real talk. If you just sit down, I challenge you after this live. Go look and see on average how much you're paying. You can pull up your credit card slips or whatever you have interest on. It'll be on your statements. Look and see how much the interest was. Just calculate it. That may be great motivation for you too. Just think about it. Okay? Thousands. Yeah. I don't even want to guess. It will make me sick. About 600. I don't know. My interest paid is around 300. No interest on credit cards. Interest on car loan, a good $2,000 plus year to date. 0. I pay off my credit cards every month. Oh, about 500. None because I pay it right off. Lord knows more than I wanted to. Ooh, over 10,000 between card notes, student loans, and credit cards. Real talk. 800 maybe. 5 to 6,000. This is true. This is real talk. This is real talk. I'm sure I can buy a new car within my. Cindy said, I'm sure I can buy a new car. Yes, hit the like button. Please, you guys, hit that like button for me. Let's see. Not including my mortgage, none. Okay. Good. Including the mortgage, 12,000. Thank you. Yeah, go ahead and print it out. And just take a look at it. Doesn't have to be done today. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, you guys are the best. Thank you so much. About $100. Okay. That's not bad. May I add for 5? That's not including car payment and mortgage. So I'd say roughly 1,000. Include it all. Include it all. See, that's what we got to understand with debt. Include everything when you're trying to pay it off. You want to know all of those numbers. You want to know realistic numbers, what it looks like. Don't take away. That is part of it. Now, mortgage, maybe you can put mortgage over here. We'll put mortgage to the side. But all the other stuff, yes, include it. $2,080 on, is that Desi to be exact? $2,080 to be exact. Let's see. That purple binder needs to be mine. Yes, darling. It's over there, darling. Those are my colors I have. Purple, which I'm calling plum, navy, forest green, and black. Black, you know why I got black? I never had black in my shop, but my supplier mixed up the blue with the black because it's so easy to mix up. So I just kept the black. They sent me the blue, and I just decided to keep the black. I'm like, because somebody may want a black binder. You never know. All right, let's see. 5, student loan interest, about $4,000 since I just started paying on it in 2024. Ouch, I'm not making extra principal payments. Yeah, that's okay. Listen, the point of this, you all, and like you all are doing, is to bring these things to the forefront. Let's talk about it. Again, Debt is not just about the numbers and how much you owe. It's about your mental, your emotional, how am I feeling about this debt? What am I going to do to take care of this debt? Not the numbers, not the, 2,000 in interest or 10,000, whatever it may be. How does it make you feel? Is it making you motivated to get it paid off? Is it making you like, okay, this is the number. This is what I'm going to do. This is ridiculous. That's what it's all about. This is what this live is about, to bring awareness, to see, are you in control of that, or is debt just running you? Those of you know who debt is running. Debt will run you, make you sit around here depressed, not doing nothing, not paying the debt off, get you to a point where you like, forget it, I ain't even gonna do it. Yeah, debt got you. All right, so let's go ahead and put our hashtag Saturday Lives in. Let me put up my takeaway for question number 5. Interest is the silent thief. This is why payoff order matters. So this is when we get into, is it snowball versus avalanche? Now, everyone has their opinion. I love snowball. I love debt snowball. It's what helped me get out of debt. But other people love debt avalanche. That's when we go about attacking that higher interest. You get that higher interest out of here. That's more money in your pocket because you're not paying as much in interest while your other credit cards sit while you're trying to pay off your credit cards. So as you think about getting out of debt, this is a key component. This is a key factor on how you're going to pay off that debt. You got to think about it. That's when you got to write everything down. That's why I said write all your debt down, including your interest rates. Write it all down. It all plays a factor. And then you choose which one you want to take care of. Because if you got a lot of debt and a lot of high interest, you are paying a lot. You are paying a lot. And your approach may be that may be what helps you think about your plan of action of getting this debt taken care of. Okay. All right. So that is our takeaway for that. We may have time for one more. Let's try to do number 6 really quick. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Let's go to number 6. And let's see what that one is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we go. This is question number 6. Oh, the backup plan. We talked about this before. Put number 6 next to your answer. When an emergency hits, we talked about this before. Flat tire, you break your phone, you drop your phone in the toilet or something like that. Everybody ever did that before. Don't worry about it. Surprise bill comes up. Do you usually have savings ready, or do you have to reach for a card to get it paid? So put your answer next to number 6. Do you have something ready in case something, just a small emergency, nothing crazy? Do you have that money, or do you got to put it on the credit card? Put your answer to that. Put a number 6 next to it, and let's talk about it. And let me get down here really quickly. It's the simple things in life. Look, Sears and Kmart closed years ago. It was a sad, sad day when my Kmart closed. And it wasn't, they all closed at once. So like one closed, but the others were open. So you traveled to the other ones. And then they started closing. And then this one started closing. Man, my Kmart now, they've made into it's by the airport. I think they made it into a parking thing for the airport. But the building is still there, and they took the Kmart letters off of it, but you can still see the outline of Kmart. It's a sad, sad day. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. Let's get down here. Let's see if we got some number 6s before we wrap up the live today. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you guys enjoy the lives as much as I do. I love spending this time with you. So much fun. Oh, I have a star comment. I missed this. Oh, Dolores, thank you so much, friend. Oh my God. You guys, this is my friend Dolores. Listen, she and I met on Instagram, and we always kick it off because we love all things old school. And we love all things old school music. So when we start talking about that JCPenney, I knew Dolores had a JCPenney card. I knew it. All right, let's see. Let's get to number 6 here. Here we go. Depends, but a card usually. You got your savings ready. Let me just say something to you. If you don't, it is the best feeling in the world now that I have control of my money. It's the best feeling in the world. If something pops up and you have the money there and you like, here you go, it don't phase you or nothing. You understand what I'm saying? I had to get my roof of my porch I had to get that replaced because it was leaking, from the rain. It was old. It was from the tornadoes. The tornadoes just destroyed it. Guy came out, he fixed it. I think it was $600. Here you go. And went on about my business. That is the best feeling in the world. So if nothing else is a motivator to be able to pay off something and not stress about it, not to put it on the card, you got it saved. It's the best feeling in the world. I just had to share that story. Okay, let me see. Savings, you got savings, okay? I have emergency money, but I pay it with the card, but don't want to pay the card back. That right there is a true statement. I put it on the card, but then I don't want to pay it back. That's how we get got. That's how we get got. That was a good statement. At this point in time, I have about 500 in savings. Let's go, Cindy. Yes, I have savings for it. No, I don't need to use a credit card. I have some money set aside so I don't have to resort to a credit card. I hear you. I have savings. Okay, y'all savings ready. Okay, let's go. Oh, plus a little extra. Okay. Usually have to reach for my card, and that's okay. That's okay, because imagine if you didn't have that card. Let's not even go there. If you ain't even got the card or the savings, then you just screwed. Ooh, Lord, we'll talk about it. Cash is ready. All right. Smallest to largest, excellent plan for bills. Now I have savings. Let's go. Working on that ER fund. Erica said, I got the money. That don't mean I still like it. She is so silly. That's the truth. I may have the money, damn it. That don't mean I want to like it and use it. I know that's right. Yes, I have set up sinking funds for surprises, even sinking for my sinking fund. You got a sinking for your sinking funds. I love it. I don't want to be in debt again. No, that's not overkill. I call that a backup for my backup. I got a lot of backups. So I felt you on that one. Savings and car. Your savings ready? Okay. Look at everybody ready. Unfortunately, right now would be a credit card. That's okay. Again, you got that credit card. Be thankful for that. Yes. I have tons of cash in my savings challenges. All right now. Yes, I do have an emergency fund for these things. That's the start, right? Let's start with that. Let's start and make sure we got a little money saved to the side, okay? And a little at a time. It doesn't have to be big. My car battery died last Friday, and I had the money to cover it. The best feeling in the world when you got the money to cover it. All right, you guys. So I'll try my best to get through that entire quiz. It did not happen, but please feel free to go download it. Look at the rest of the questions. You'll really enjoy it. I hope you'll enjoy it. And just provide feedback. Write it out for yourself. The best thing you could ever do is to write out how you're feeling, what you're going through, making a plan. You keep it all up here and you don't talk to anyone or share anything like we do in these lives. Oh, if you don't get it out, that's the worst thing you can do. Okay. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the live. Let me pull up the giveaway tool. Make sure you put in your hashtag Saturday Lives. We got 83 entries. Let's go. All right. Let me share my screen. You only got a second because y'all know it take me a second, but once we get there, I'm hitting go. And wait, look at me, take forever. Okay, here we go. Good luck, everyone. Okay, don't forget, we are doing 2 winners today. And I need you guys to reach out to me. Let me know if you want a Cash App, Venmo, or just a gift card. All right, Kelly G is our first winner. All right, Kelly, I'll put my email across the screen here. But let me know how you want it. She's our first winner of our $25 prize. And here we go. Let's get ready for our winner number 2. This is just my way to say thank you, guys. I just appreciate you so much. All right, let's go. Estella Ramirez. Estella, I don't think you've won anything from me before. Correct me if I'm wrong. So if you have not, let me put my email up here so you guys will have it. Let me find it. Here we go. All right. So feel free. This is my email address. For those of you in the chat, I know a couple of you have sent me emails. I know a couple of you have submitted questions on my questionnaire. Please do not fret. I will respond to you. I'm sorry. I've just had a lot going on, but I will promise. I always respond. But I will get a response out to you. I did see a couple emails a couple days ago. So thank you for reaching out. If you ever have any questions or want to reach out to me, This is my email address. I'll get to that quicker than a DM on Instagram or something like that. Okay. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the live. Thank you so much for dealing with my voice. I hope you all have a great weekend. Remember, no live next Saturday. If you're new here, I always take the last Saturday of the month off. So you guys enjoy your Labor Day weekend. When I see y'all back, it'll be September and it'll be time for fall. Yes, the best season there is. All right. Love you guys. Have a great weekend. Talk to you soon. Bye.